Good night, Kapeash.
Um, I have nice feet. I really do. Very, manly, not scarred up, not turf toe, not looking like an NFL. 10 years of a bad contract. Antonio Brown.
I was about to say, there's a point to this somewhere.
Antonio Brown. Cause man, you know what? I'm tired of hearing about one of a person who I went all the way out my way to go get a damn jersey, thought he was the best, actually played for a team that I like, and turn around to be one of the most horriblest players in probably franchise history.
So Antonio Brown,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't play not one game for the Raiders, did he?
Well, I think that your feet.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he didn't play one game.
Hold on.
No, I don't think he played a game.
Because he got into it over a helmet.
Yeah, with the Raiders, yeah. Because I was just watching a podcast. John Gruden said he didn't play not one game because they wouldn't let him wear his helmet. He was a good receiver though.
Oh yeah, what he did is
definitely one of my favorite NFL players. So what's the topic tonight, man? Last night was very
That was last night for y'all. That was 7:00 in the morning for me.
Last night meaning last show.
I know what you mean. I thought that was funny because that
was very oceanized, and when I say ocean, because yet again we went everywhere around the world,
and it was 2 hours.
Now that was, I'm not gonna lie, that part of 2 hours was relaxing to me. You know what I'm saying?
I was upset.
Me too.
No.
I was upset. I was upset, but it's just like people hold on to their beliefs, and it's of course it's fun debating people, but they just hold on.
I'm too passionate sometimes about certain things, I think, and when you bring up mental health, I'm passionate, and then when you want to bring up mental health and then not, I can't. I just can't.
Say it, and this because.
When you want to bring up mental health and then ask me what a therapist would say, and I tell you what a therapist would say is exactly what a therapist would tell you, and you're telling me, I don't know, I get a little too passionate, and I was very passionate about.
I didn't actually watch the show. From the small bit that you said,
okay,
it depends on the therapist, right? You have different perspective from both male and female side, which is very telling based off the studies that have been given in the last 20 to 30 years, right? And then each gender has their own branch of perspective as well. Some people handle it with XYZ, some people handle it ABC.
Okay, sure. But if you go to a therapist and tell a therapist I was in this horrible relationship and blah 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 and blah blah blah, a therapist is going to tell you, you need to work on yourself. You're the one who can change your trajectory, not somebody else. That other person
I would need context for that for sure, because that's questionable. You have that one specifically, right? A majority of the time, when studies have been done, female therapists will have a more what's the word I'm looking for? Like an indirect way of going about it when it comes to, because they want them to point at it, right? They don't want to point at certain things themselves, whereas the male therapists tend to be more direct.
I don't know what male therapists. I have always had women therapists, and I do not have therapists that kiss my behind. So for me, I don't know. I don't know what kind of therapist people be having. I don't want a therapist.
It just kind of depends on it. It always depends on the person. Like even when it comes to
a therapist that's gonna be real raw and uncut. Yo, you have some fucking work to do.
Right, but sometimes it does come down to how other people treat you and how you accept that treatment. So it comes down to you ultimately, because it always comes down to you, right? It's your choice. It's your narrative. It's your way of thinking. It's your feelings. So of course they're going to always point it directly at you. But when they get context of how other people treat you, right? And there's certain things that naturally you have no control over, right? You can't prevent it whether you want to or not, because it's the way that everybody else designs things that are going on, and it just inherently doesn't benefit you and puts you in like a back burner space, right? And people have that kind of being left out mentality when it comes to friend groups and things like that. And so if being described that to a therapist, they're going to be like, well, maybe it isn't you, maybe you're just in the wrong friend group, right? At least at that point in time, because they felt left out.
Ain't most a therapist there to highlight the main problem, and so you or the therapist can come up with a solution to move forward.
And technically, I think
What kind
that's
of therapy you're in, though.
So the main purpose to go to a therapist is to solve something.
and you're faced with either internal struggles, how you handle the world, or the way that you're thinking, and you want to either change that for the better or change it to improve yourself in some way, shape, or form. A therapist provides a different perspective and helps you get guided along what you feel is rightfully how you want to be thinking and seeing things.
So,
At least that's my perspective on it. I might be wrong.
and from what it sounds like, we all are saying the same thing. We just framing it in our own words.
Right.
So, okay. And that framing, when we're talking about another subject where we're talking about something that's distance, something that happens over a generation that one generation has no experience in, okay? Things that happen in the 40s, that time and era is not here in the
20s.
21st century. Look, I don't, how did I, it's 21st, 22nd, I know it's getting close, whatever. But in the sense of the matter, that's not what's going on. And some of the conversation yesterday was saying that, hey, my trauma and things that I'm going through stimulates from a long period of time that affects us today in today's culture and society. And I'm just speaking it only from a therapist point of view, because yet again, if that was true and if that's factual, then I would believe the therapist's job would to be to discover what that problem is, what trauma back then is affecting you today. Let's discover it, let's dissect it, and then let's try to see what we can prescribe to you to help you move forward to better yourself. Right?
Prescribe? No, not everybody.
Okay, I used prescribe wrong. I'm sorry. But better enough, help guide you in the right direction to lead you away from the trauma.
No, you have to work through that stuff. But
I mean,
the conversation yesterday was something that you didn't experience. So it's not the same as trauma that somebody has actually experienced.
Okay, so
That's a good point. That's a good point.
So, and my question that I'm trying to find, because I don't have the complete question, as y'all can hear, is the therapist is looking for. See, I don't want to frame it the way I want to say it, because if I say it the way I say it, I know I'm gonna be said I'm wrong. But how I hear it and how I dissect it is, we're traumatized from something that.
But it did exist, though.
It did,
but it
didn't exist in the current
so
lives
Doc,
of people.
here we go.
might as well tell them the whole thing.
Here we go. We all gonna agree that and this is part of the discussion. So let's just say we all can agree that slavery was wrong. Right?
Horrible. Yes.
Horrible. So the Atlantic trade system,
Transatlantic.
transatlantic
Slavery
trade
was bad.
Yes, horrible.
bad.
Okay. Just making
We're
sure I
all
know.
on the same playing field, correct?
Hey, look, I just try to make sure. All right.
Okay. All right. Now, this is where we're going to have a small difference. I'm going to go to the hardest small difference. Can we all agree to say that slavery was the most horrible, terriblest thing that ever
The
happened?
most?
No,
The most.
absolutely no. Not even close. I'm sorry. You have the Holocaust. You have Hiroshima. Like, bro, are you kidding me? You're not
You
even
have
gonna
other-
put. You're gonna be like
Robert?
slavery. Slavery is up
Okay.
there.
So
Mhm.
the United Nations had
A poll.
a poll to where they said that the Atlantic trade system was one of the most horriblest acts that ever happened in world history. And out of 95 countries, 93 of them agree with me.
Out of 100 and
There was only three. No, let me break it down. 3 countries disagreed upon it, which one was America,
Argentina,
Argentina,
and Israel.
and Israel. They said like, no, there were other things that were worse than the Atlantic slave trade, and they gave reasonings why. And then Johnny was like, "We have no empathy, huh?"
no, you want me to apologize for something I had nothing to do with. What?
You want us to empathize, so then we empathize. We saying that we went to things that we know that happen during this trade that we saying are wrong. We saying that if the most horriblest thing in act were legal,
Hey, we forgot one thing though when we were discussing the things that were said. Epstein was
Yeah, that was
one of the things we had brought up yesterday. Was Epstein was
significantly worse.
yeah,
It's,
exactly. Yeah.
it's technically the same thing,
Yeah.
but it's worse because it's kids.
Yeah, and adults. I mean, there was.
I mean, yeah.
well, Doc, I would need your
If we had to say,
what would you
equivalent to
say to that? Is that equal to that last slave trade that Epstein filed in those cases? Don't look at me. How about
Give me a second to evaluate. We're evaluating what Epstein developed and did all over the world versus slavery, just in general.
Basically.
It wasn't just as bad, if not worse.
I'm just saying.
The way I see it is Epstein is continuing something that has already been ongoing for a long time, and he has just vastly expanded it. So, from my understanding, I would say the Epstein stuff would probably be a tier above. But it's one of those things like they are both extremely, because both involved a lot of children, right? Both involved a lot of mutilation, torture, removing of thing like teeth so they couldn't fight back. Like that happened on both sides, and that it's heart wrenching to think about. But if you had to evaluate it in the current state that we have, communications is so much faster, and things have been done on a much quicker scale. That's the only reason I put it a little above, because I feel like it's impacted more people by a good margin, not just like Epstein himself, but he continued something that was already ongoing and just literally blew it up.
Okay. So it's really hard to go any further because yet again, if you was there last night, you would be more on our side of what we were saying. Like, look, this thing was horrible. We're gonna agree with you on that. Was it wrong? Yes, I'm gonna agree with you with that. Where I disagree with you, it was legal. So therefore, I might not say as an American as a whole, going to say like, yeah, this is the
So
most
plenty of
horrible
things
thing.
over the like history of us and people before, things have been illegal and things have been legal. Things that are legal are not always right. Things that are illegal are not always wrong.
That is true. And I highlighted that. I made sure I highlighted that. But once again, you're expecting a country to say, hey, what I built this nation on was your backs. It was the most worst thing that I could have ever thought about doing in mankind. Bruh, good luck of getting them to agree upon that. I'm being, and he's like, there's no empathy. No, I'm being realistic. Of thinking of a nation.
Who's supposed to be apologizing?
What would an apology do?
Right, and what
Like
you're
that?
saying apology, but then in the same sentence, it sounds like you want some type of
Reparations.
Yeah.
monetary gain.
Yeah.
Wait, but
So why
see,
does there
okay.
have to be
Now
monetary gain?
let me take his side for just a half of a second to.
I'm curious, real quick. Are we imposing like we want a white tax? Anybody who's white got to be taxed? Any Caucasians?
No,
Is that what's
no,
true?
not necessarily that. This is his argument, and only reason I'm doing it just so you can get a better understanding of what.
No, trust me. I was just making a joke. I fully understand
guess.
why. Like, it's almost like I completely get it. I don't know how else to explain it other than it's like, you know, anybody who follows Judaism and they was a part of the Holocaust still getting reparations from, you know, when that was going on because of the damage it caused.
Who were in the Holocaust and experienced that. We're talking about something that happened over. Okay.
Yet again,
Trust me, I get it. That's why I was making sure to make that abundantly clear. People that experience it, people that are still living today.
That he be forgetting is the fact that okay, it was wrong. True indeed, it was wrong.
Disgusting. Or
but you're not gonna go look at the kings and queens who said, "Hey, y'all on my land or whatever land it was back then," because it is now. These are countries now. Back then they had countries, but yet again they were ruled by kings and queens. Kings and queens have minions, and I'm gonna put it like that: minions on their land that serve their land the purpose of growing up, doing whatever to bring up their value. Once there was no value, most likely most people got sold off. I mean, that's what's happening in the 1400s.
No, hold on. Let's be a little more plain because we're allowed to say things here, and I want to be blatantly honest about what history had. A majority of them did not get sold. A majority of them actually got sent off and killed because they weren't worth feeding, is what they said. The strong ones that were worth money got sold. The ones that were able to bear children got sold. If they were found to not be as much help as the other two that were just mentioned, they were not kept. There was a lot of them that got sick and they didn't keep them. And like people don't realize that was also a part of it. We can't understand history if we don't learn it properly.
I mean, okay, so I would add that into that because yeah, if I'm on a ship with a bunch of people and have sick ones, and it's gonna be months before I get to land, I'm gonna have to do the most horrible act to be rid of those.
So that you don't infect the rest of everybody else, and then you have less worth on your boat. Absolutely. And I hate to think of it that way, but that's
I can just say, okay, that makes sense. Boom, that happened. Boom. When there are people like Johnny, when he hears that, he gonna be like, so you trying to tell me that now that you hear that, you trying to tell me that America need to apologize? What the hell? America, and this is my argument with that part, America wasn't formed at that time.
Not the way we know it now, of course.
No. Not how he's trying to say, hey, presidents, the last 12 presidents of the United States of America, y'all could at least apologize. You know, say something. We wouldn't have 47 presidents. And ain't none of y'all went out there, grabbed that microphone, cleared your throat, and said, I, as a white man of the United States of America, apologize for enslaving a whole continent full of people and bringing them over here through the slave trades and building them up.
So real quick, let me paint a picture. All right, it's gonna be a really ugly picture, but it's gonna be a picture nonetheless. All right. Next election, I run, I win, some random miracle, right? How would you approve of me going up to the podium and being like, I had a conversation once with a wonderful man, all right? Little rough around the edges, but he said this is exactly what he wanted. I am so sorry. I wish that it never happened. I wish I could make up for everything that ever happened to each and every one of your ancestors and what came about after. I hope you all can forgive us. Let's make this world a better place.
Forgive who?
Chick, can I not make a speech?
No, I'm asking a question because
speech
damn,
was wonderful.
it was great.
The problem behind the speech is the uproar and the uptick
that would come after, right?
It'll come after.
Yeah, and you're asking people who weren't.
I mean, I wouldn't expect.
We're not asking them.
But
They're
that's the
asking
thing.
just the foundation of America.
That's the thing. You guys know me, right? You know I genuinely want fucking better for everybody. You like, and you're thinking like
It's like saying
the way I see it is. Say again.
I'm trying to break it down. It's like what Johnny's trying to say is not the people. He wants like the Constitution to say somewhere in there, I apologize for enslaving them. Not the fact that
He almost want a
Constitution
law.
isn't meant for that.
And
brother.
that's what
He almost want a law or something.
But see, that's the problem, and that's what I was hitting them with. There are laws that say I apologize for enslaving you. Y'all just don't like them.
You probably just want free watermelon and chicken.
I want free watermelon
And
Hey,
grape
yo,
soda.
Kool-Aid?
and some strawberry soda.
Right.
Throw us some free sugar to make with the Kool-Aid, and we got a deal. All right.
Because the way he said, like he wanted an apology, but it's almost like he wanted an apology from God or something, or he wanted to be written in law that white people are sorry for enslaving.
But he doesn't want it to be race. He doesn't want it to be white people. So I'm confused.
But they the only race that went through the Atlanta slave trade. So it had to do with race because you took a whole race of people.
Yeah, but he kept saying it had nothing to do with race.
Because he tried to say take race up out of it.
Can't.
When the whole basis is race.
The reason why, because what he wants to do is to tap into nothing but emotion. So yet again, he wants to take out everything but your emotions. Say, okay, if all you had to deal with emotion, how would you feel about going through these situations and have to live and suffering through these situations?
But that's part of the black people problem. Why would you want me to feel like that? Why would you want me to even think about experiencing getting slave whipped and shit? Right?
Yeah. I mean, you got a point. Why do I want to think about getting beat over my back by?
So I guess my question to that is, if we shouldn't imagine that, why would we have to imagine paying the price for something we never even thought about doing, and quite the opposite, never would do ourselves?
Because there's somebody out there who goes back to what we talked about in the first 15 minutes. They mentally feel that what happened way back then
Is affecting them today.
is affecting them today.
Where? How?
And technically it is. There's a whole study on it.
Here we go.
So wealth that comes from generations past, even if they weren't passed down money, most of the people at the time were passed down land if they were Caucasian, right? what did the Black community have? They weren't given anything. They were taken out of their homes. All their free food and stuff was taken away. Everything. All they had was what they could carry. They moved in the places that people were giving them at the times, which wasn't very much. They ended up having to fight their way generation after generation. While most stuff was handed down from each white family to each white family, they had to still struggle and fight for each and every little bit that they got, which is why a lot of them still feel like that, like houses. You got to think how many houses were handed down from their ancestors past and how much are they worth now? They're crazy percentages high versus what they used to be, right? Land, same deal, right? Crazy exponential growth on the pricing.
But there are documents, and see, this is where I had to unfortunately fight back. There are documents of Black people, maybe not the whole percentage,
not even close to what the Caucasian community.
Okay, and that's true. That's a fact. Not even close. I'll go as far as saying 3% of all the slaves probably actually acted on their freedom. Okay.
When are we going to take accountability and change our minds so the narrative can be changed?
Because you don't want to change the narrative. You got to stay factual with the narrative. The thing is
but you can't keep saying 400 years ago, my great grandmother was a slave, and I'm still seeing the issues from 400 years ago. That's a generational. That's being stuck in trauma that you didn't experience. Your great grandmother did, yes, and that's horrible.
Can I say it like this? I'm gonna say it like this, and I'm just gonna be bluntly, and I think this needs to be said in the Black community. Once upon a time, there was a Black community that found a way to find that as a race hustle. Every culture done found some loophole to get paid here in America. Mm-hmm. Black folks ain't got theirs, which we technically do. We're just unfortunately not good at it in 2026 because there's cameras and stuff. When there wasn't cameras, I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. But that's true. But when there wasn't no cameras around, we can yell racism and that dude said this and what. And nowadays, like, we trying to get teachers fired for even muttering an N-word or calling a person a monkey. You can't even call a person a monkey without you trying to get canceled, fired, excoriated, give them 3 months public service just to embarrass somebody. Like, we got to just like, okay, find a new hustle. We got to. We have to, because race hustling and keep looking for where generation after generation is more and more teaching their kids like, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. But yet again, you still got this. Look, I even give them 2 more percent, 15% culture that's still teaching us that, hey, they're still racist white people.
Yeah, that are taught. It's taught. Because if you see a little black boy and a little white boy, little black girl, little white girl playing outside, they don't see color. They just see they're playing with their friends.
But then if you would get mad if I go to the grocery store in my community and say something positive about Trump, like, hey, I get it. He did this. Okay, cool. But when you're talking about something that affects you right now with this war and your gas prices, sorry. People out here in Nevada, my Black people, we're going to have to shut the fuck up because technically our shit's going down. And that lady had to admit that, yeah, our grocery prices are going down. Say it again, Miss Lady. Yes, grocery prices are going down. So our gas prices going down. Yes. And I'm paying attention to that more and more and more because this is July. And normally, I'm going to keep it real. I'm just going to keep it real. Our gas prices normally going up in July.
It's June.
It's finna be July. That's why I'm talking.
slow down, please. No.
Excuse me. So I can finish my statement? Thank you. The reason why I'm saying that because it's the holiday and gas prices are normally high because a lot of people are traveling. And with gas prices, and they're going to go drop for a second because of war, and they might not drop big. As long as we can get them down to, from what I'm hearing, $66 a barrel, somewhere in that atmosphere, to where most states around $2, $3, wherever they are. Because I heard if boy stop, I ain't never seen it like under, I think 320 out here in Nevada when it comes to gas prices.
I don't know. I think it had to be cheaper because I had a BMW. I want to say 5 years ago. I want to say about $30 did me right, but I ain't live far from my job. I mean, I wasn't driving it that much, but
I remember being in a little 4-cylinder car, filling it up for $25, and I would ride that mofo for like 2 weeks.
no, for real.
Yeah, it was nice.
For
'Cause
real.
they barely used any gas. That 4-cylinder,
I had a Honda SUV, and when I was working at Boost Mobile, I was riding my Boost. I was riding because I was driving to work. Then I would 30 minutes to work. Then I start at one store. I'll travel to other stores, switching out phones, going doing deposit, going to go get something to eat, going to smoke weed in the car, go chill with the homies over there at their store because the homies. And, you know, I did a lot of dumb things. And I honestly, I say I used to waste gas. I used to put $40, but $40 used to last me a week. You know what I'm saying? Even though I can honestly say I waste gas, you know what I'm saying? To go and pick up, drop off, carpooling, you know what I'm saying? Then to go hit the homies, go swing over here, go chill over there. You know, you got to go eat it. Oh, you eat about that? I missed it.
Yes, they don't got
They
them
have one out
man.
here.
They're coming back.
They have one out here for $50. All you can eat seafood.
But
Well, most of the big casinos used to have them in there. Even like
What left, I think.
I think
I've
Sam's
been
Town
with
was the best.
the Palace Stations used to have.
Yeah, even the Palace Station used to have them.
I probably used to get all you eat for like 15 bucks.
And don't let you be no reward. Remember, had no card or nothing on me.
They used to have the card that now they got the little booklet. Cause I seen a lady passing out the thing. She's like, it's a card now. It used to be the booklet to where you had to go through that. Okay, what's today's date? Specials. All right, let me go hit up here. But for real, I heard all you need $50.
Seafood?
Yeah.
Because that's what I really want.
All you can eat, all you can drink. And
I want to go. I've always wanted to do Top Golf.
I went one time.
hold on.
Never
It's not
did.
called Top Golf.
Top Golf.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Same difference,
Same
but
thing.
it just I don't think they want to be with them because they got their own thing.
All I know is they drinks at Top Golf.
I just know there's been a lot of advertising.
Strong.
I don't know, man. My
Strong.
birthday is coming up. Hold on.
Strong.
What?
The drinks at Top Golf.
I don't know. I don't want no strong. I hate to taste the alcohol. I just want to drink.
I mean, by the
gotta
time
do
you
Tuesday, she hasn't even did a Tuesday yet.
be honest,
Get one of them little nice little long.
well, I've never did a Tuesday.
What? Y'all slipping.
I've never did a Tuesday.
Come on, bro. Like, this is basic. These are just the essentials of what you go do out on an average day. Hey, you go get you a coffee, drink, boom, that motherfucker go. You know what I'm saying?
Can I bring it home?
Yeah.
The drink is more like a souvenir cup.
But you can't. I'm not gonna be able to drink that all.
Yes,
down.
they do.
Yeah.
Hell no! I'll be throwing up somewhere.
Man, you
No.
go eat. You
No.
go eat. You go eat. You go chill. You go, you know.
I want to have this experience, but I need to get better. We need to go.
The strip right there.
Right there.
Walking distance almost.
Not with my lungs today.
Not for real.
Bro, you catch them, but
Well,
okay.
that's not true because I could probably walk it, babe, with how far because we be walking.
True, but to have a good night to walk,
Yeah.
because you want to walk the strip. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So you go up there, boom, you go get some nice to eat.
Then just imagine when the baseball team get here.
I'm
From
be broke.
Tropicana to Flamingo.
I'm gonna be broke. I ain't gonna lie.
Because the baseball game gonna be cheap though.
Right.
Gonna be the
That's
cheapest entertainment in the
I don't
game.
want to do baseball.
Nobody wants to do baseball.
But I've never been to a baseball game, so I think that would be cool.
I'm just saying.
I've been to a basketball game.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
What?
$20 ticket or $149 football?
I still want to go see the football game.
So you gonna pay $149?
Yes, because I've never seen it. I've experienced basketball. I've experienced hockey.
And see, the thing is, and this is the cool thing about experience, we can go experience that same good team in another state
on vacation
for, you know what I'm saying, decent amount of ticket for a reasonable price.
I want to go see the Raiders play.
I want to go see the Raiders play, but not in this.
I do. Shit, fuck that.
Nah. Somebody got to give me some.
I mean, if you gonna buy a Raiders ticket, you might as well wait till your favorite team come play there, or type shit.
And I don't have a favorite team.
I do.
Who?
Steelers.
I just see they're there. We don't play that. Huh?
Steelers or
which is weird. They both with the AFC.
Well, I don't know why Saints.
New
Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
New Orleans.
I would go to a Clippers game.
See, and I've been to a basketball game, so it's.
I've never been to an NBA basketball game. I've never been to yes, I have. When you work the stadium, they let you in at halftime. You sit down and watch the rest of the game.
I've been to NBA. I've been to hockey.
I've been to a hockey playoff game.
I've only been to baseball games.
Never been to a baseball game. Never been to a football game.
Which I know regular season is different from playoff.
Because in Chicago, you can get like White Sox tickets.
Playoff experience. Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
All the fans, all the people that you good. To be around all those fans. That's real. And that's another thing I want to bring up. I'm so congratulations to the Knicks. But you fans are horrible. You guys are just.
Oh my God, did you see? They was like destroying buses and shit. Like this is supposed to be a celebration and you guys are destroying a school bus? Y'all need to learn how to celebrate better. New York is just destroying shit.
Philly?
I was about to say.
Chicago?
Will be the same. It'll be worse in Chicago.
Oh, man.
Don't let the Bulls or the Bears win.
When the Cubs won the World Series, stop playing, bro. It was day on. It was 3 days of chaos.
But why? Why you can't celebrate it and not be chaos? That's what I don't understand.
You know what? Let's reverse this. If the revenue, I don't know, there should be a better way for you to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? A championship in your team and stuff like that. But there's really, when you really think about it, there's not a big enough place to hold all them people that want to go celebrate throughout the street. People just, it's like these it's like a team takeover.
No, for real.
It really is. A championship is like a team takeover. You got a bunch of people that is adrenaline rushing. Everybody is on 1,000. You can't even say 100. Everybody's on 1,000. Everybody's celebrating. Woo, woo, woo. Can't believe it. I get to celebrate. But then we don't forget about the whole year. We think about right now in the moment because it's right there. We just did it. Right now. Police officers. And I think that's where you get the chaos where it's almost get valid because the police officers is feeling you, the firefighters, the ambulance, everybody's feeling the same victory of, you know what I'm saying, we finally did it. Especially after let's go a little deeper, a little further. Forgetting 20 years of not seeing it.
Yeah. So imagine the Cubs. They went 107 years without winning a championship.
That's the longest
Drought.
in
Man.
sports history. 107
Yeah,
years.
Their nickname was the Lovable Losers. Terrible.
Like,
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
okay, we ain't talking to you. Cancel.
Okay.
Apple, y'all really need to get that together.
Man, what's going on?
So, okay, so what's going on from what my research has been telling me is that Apple has been integrating their Siri with AI. So it's more AI compatible and it's supposed to be able to listen and be able to structure and remember more conversations and stuff like that.
She just out there in the conversation like,
So that's the thing of their triggering words and what triggers them to really, you know what I'm saying, what it called, and for us not to really use them as much. That's why they did that contract with Google. It's like, okay, is that Google and Siri? Or is that Siri and Google?
Well, Google isn't Google anymore, though. Like, we got, as Android users, we have Bixby. It's not even.
Why? Because Google and Apple did a contract.
Bixby.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Is that y'all version of Siri?
Yeah.
And you know, that's like Apple used to have a deal in movies where only good guys are able to have Apple products. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you want to have a good image. You want to be a good guy in movies and stuff like that. Now that Apple is under a bigger umbrella, you know what I'm saying? Now everybody has Apple. Doesn't matter.
Fuck that. Samsung all the way.
I agree.
They are in like the biggest competition too. I haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always been like that. But I'm a faithful Android user. I got an iPhone too. I just don't like it.
One of my favorite podcasters, I ain't watched them in a long time, did talk about Apple, how they have a monopoly and they're major in everything. You know what I'm saying? And the major thing that people always just want to do is a camera. You know what I'm saying? That's why Apple dropping their products, how they did it. Like, everybody was told that the tariffs, the administration is going to be doing this.
Oh,
Apple was supposed to take a big drop. iPhone 17 was supposed to take one of the worst drops ever, and you see 17 everywhere.
But that's also because and all phone companies do this, when you're 5 generations behind, your phone stops working. You have to upgrade. That's how Samsung is too. If you have a Samsung iPhone 13, at some point that phone is going to start glitching and having issues because it's time to upgrade. We're going further.
Also, what was smart with these companies, every year upgrade plan, you know what I'm saying, to stay on your bill. Most people, can y'all Well, y'all can imagine. Y'all can imagine that most people would rather pay their phone bill on time on auto pay more than everything else because they'd rather get, you know what I'm
That
saying?
$10 discount they give you when you auto pay it.
That and next year, you know what I'm saying, when you get your upgrade for free. You know what I'm saying? Just a quick trade in. So I got,
And then I have to.
you know what I'm saying, where a person like me where I just rather pay off my phone
That's what I would rather do.
and then get my upgrade because of the ecosystem that I'm trying to build.
Because if you pay off your phone, it's yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but if you trade in your phone that you already own, you get a discount.
Why would I trade that in? I would just keep.
And a lot of people do that, but a lot of people don't.
But and I get it, you know what I'm
50-50.
saying? It's just like boom, you know what I'm saying? What dude told me, you know what I'm saying, showed me the new watch to where, you know what I'm saying, I can just do this to my watch and click my fingers and unlock it and go through my phone, check my messages. You saying what? You know what I'm saying? No happen, you know what I'm saying? I still have to do this. And to take that away, to unlock it, you know what I'm saying? I for finger recognition, yeah. They got me. Because I be at work and when my phone do ding, I'm like, dang, I can't do nothing. Got gloves on. I wish I could just, but then if you mixed up Samsung and Apple and stuff, and everybody was able to just, you know what I'm saying, switch, you know, people might like, I don't like Apple Watch, I want the Samsung Watch because I like the circle, I don't like the square, you know what I'm saying, I like the.
You want them to be compatible with both? I mean, that would be the smartest thing in the fucking planet.
Yes,
if
because
they did that, but
I've been looking. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
it's too competitive.
Yeah,
you can get some AirPods to connect to an Android phone, but I don't think you can get no damn Apple Watch connected to damn Samsung phone. It wouldn't work. What would you?
I mean, you probably can, but you just ain't gonna do all the. You might miss some of the good features.
Yeah, you probably can. Features, but you definitely need an Apple account.
And hey, you could be 1% right. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. Like I'm with you on that. It just.
But that's the point. It's not compatible if you can't use all of the features.
And that's the thing is, and some people want the style, and cause what I'm trying to do now is get my traveling thing together. Even though technically I'm trying to get my home, but on the slide I'm trying to get like my traveling because I'm supposed to be out of here, you know, here, there, here. I want to be able to grab everything, slid it in my book bag. 3-4 outfits, bing, throw it in my book bag. Hey, I know my taste. You know, I guess that's just how I think. I think, you know what I'm saying, what all do I need? Most convenient. Let me stick it in here, and let me go about my business. To where I don't want to grab any laptop this. God, that might be full. You might get the suitcase out, get the book bag out, go get the mini book bag because you need this, I need extra this. And knowing 2026 and going states, yeah, you need to travel with your book bag. You need to travel with an empty suitcase. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna say it one more time. You need to learn how to travel with your book bag and an empty suitcase when you travel. Because when you travel, you see stores, you see things like, oh, girl, they ain't got this shirt over here. And, you know, it's on sale. Okay, let me, yeah. You be on the road. And then because I see everybody be trying to, your book bag, your suitcase already stuffed. I'm like, yeah, baby, can you fit that? Yeah. And then gentlemen, y'all like that too. Gentlemen, guys like that, but you know what men mess up on it is shoes. Shoes. Dudes go out and like, oh, what are those? I'm out of time. Hey, because
I'm a shoe person too.
I am and I'm not. So I don't know where I fit. I'm somewhere in the middle. I say 40, 30, whatever. I just know when I was in Colorado, because we went to the outlet mall. Don't remember even how we got there. Well, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, dang. The shoes. I'm up here calling my son, like, son, man, what size you wear? Because they was like $15, $12.
Yeah, when you go to the outlet malls, it's great.
I was just, man, stop playing, boy. You gonna be like 12,
when 13
I used to
wear
shoes.
when I used to wear kid sizes, now that was even better.
Man.
That was in my high school.
So I'm just letting y'all know, travel, even now, if you're driving, I mean, just empty section. If you boom, 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 if everything can fit in the back seat, because it's just the two of y'all, keep the trunk empty for new stuff. Just keeping it real. Because I done did too many traveling, like, damn. I thought we was broke. It come back for like eight pair of outfits, 2 pair of shoes. Especially if you go to Cali. It's so expensive there, but their stuff is so cheap.
In Cali?
Yeah. You scratch your head, but like, okay, I paid $1,800 for this small little bitty ass box, but I can go down on the SWAT and go get 3 pair of J's for about $1.60.
Yeah, they're probably fake.
Nah, I be stolen.
Or fake.
Nah.
Yes.
Okay.
They could be fake, but
They could.
I would definitely lean toward off the back of the truck, stolen.
I mean, what'd she spend that shit? Put the shit in the bag. That's what she said. Y'all know what I'm talking
I do that.
I would never, ever, ever forget the day that I heard that public bi-state transportational buses got stolen. The city property onto the highway, disappeared in the middle of the night. I was like, amazing. How? No, the things only go so fast. Like, they gotta all stop. And then, you know what? Then you know what happened one day, y'all? A government let a lot of so-called illegal immigrants in, right? And then all of a sudden, a whole bunch of bus companies came out of nowhere and started transporting people from one side of the country to the other side of the country. And you know what I thought about? I thought about a long time ago, all those buses that got stolen from out there. I'm like, they right there. That really be okay, how about that? I know. I just thought that was amazing. Also, ladies and gentlemen, there has been reported that aliens are real. Has been actually been put out there from a truly, truly credibility source person.
Who was that?
I don't remember his name, but
that's crazy because back 15 years ago, if you said aliens was real, they'd say you was crazy.
Well, Yet again, the person that dropped the news is the most crediblest person that they have ever met in the whole wide world. And so
Oh, I know conspiracy theorists are up like 100 points at this point.
also in other quick news, while my brain is ticking, because I'm actually just like surfing in my mind web and stuff, and I see my boy right there. Elon has officially became the first ever trillionaire.
Mr. Beast got 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, y'all. I don't know who that is. 500,000.
Mr.
500 million.
Oh yeah.
500 million
He gotta have more.
subscribers on YouTube. Sorry.
Tell him to give us a
Hey,
couple.
y'all. We are so bad. And I was just told that we needed to be paying attention to the comments. And we did not.
Man, Mr. Beast came out of nowhere, man.
500,000 or 500 billion followers. He's the first on YouTube.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Just keep at it and 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 keep at it. Boy, my channel kept going the way I be thinking in my mind, and people get out of their feelings and be like, okay, I'm just gonna click and go. I don't know when I'm gonna talk, but hey, I'm just gonna yell at this camera because today pissed me off about this.
Mm-hmm.
Why is cats playing with yarn and kids are not picking it up? You know what I'm saying? I really wanted to try something with y'all too. Just do a bunch of quick reaction videos after the match of doing my live and just upload them because they'd be like, I need to do stuff like that. And I just wanted to sit there and actually start doing something with y'all real quick. You know what I'm saying? So I can get a feel of it and y'all can kind of just guide me through so I can see how to direct my.
There's a couple that I watch and they do story times, which is also another thing that you can do.
Yeah. And I would like to do them, you know what I'm saying, with y'all instead of doing it by myself because yeah, the thing that I'm trying to get out that I know for a fact I cannot do by myself is be funny. I cannot do that without.
Yes, the fuck you can. You gotta make yourself laugh.
But it ain't gonna be
Sweet.
funny.
I hear what you're saying. It's not the same.
I cannot. I'm too serious. I done that. I have paid attention to my show, and I've noticed that I am funny. True indeed, I know I am. But that side takes just the smallest little audience that I need present.
You know, babe, what would help though is if you took the TikTok persona and brought it to YouTube.
I'm only there to make jokes, but only way I can do that is if somebody else led, because that's what I do over there. Just let other people lead, and I just sit back and just make fun of what people just talk about.
I do need to do a show though.
I mean that's what I'm there for. That's why it was so easy to sit on certain people's panels that I attracted myself to because cool. They set rules that even made it harder for me to, you know what I'm saying, not go down my political road. We're not gonna talk political over here. Okay, cool. Only thing I know how to do is make fun of stuff. And yet again, I did have to sometimes play dumb with certain avenues of knowing certain stuff because you know what I'm saying, like shit hell. Like when it comes to black culture, I had to play a little. I didn't know that. But then truthfully, it'd be a lot of songs that I know of. I just don't know who's singing them. Even though I should know them because they be part of my era.
Yeah, but I wish we could do something like that. Like guess the movie. Guess because you can get even the people in the comments interacting too. The thing is we can't do that because that would be copyright.
It's a lot going on. And with that, ladies and good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Anytime that you is watching this, I appreciate it. I really, really do. And with that, I'm going to finally say good night.
Good night, Kapeash. What are you doing?
This motherfucker is locked.
I'm in love, baby.